So Halo Infinite, guys, the next edition, the next sequel to the Halo franchise. And I gotta say, I'm really excited about it. Well, in this segment of the show, I want to talk about Halo Infinite and everything that we know so far about the game and all of that hype that's starting to build, because there's a lot of hype that really is starting to build at this point. And so I definitely want to talk about all that stuff here with you today. So in an article, guys, that was written by Sam Prell, Zoe Delhunty Light, and Alyssa Mercanti from Games Radar, Halo Infinite is the Xbox Series X title, has a new game engine, a pug voice actor, and more. It's 2020, and that means we're getting Halo Infinite on Xbox Series X this year. The sixth game in the Halo series is bringing back Master Chief and heading to the next-gen console, even though the game has been shrouded in mystery with no new trailers or footage debuting at any of 2019's major gaming shows. We do know some stuff about the latest installment in the Halo saga. Since Halo Infinite will be on Xbox Series X, it's natural that 343 Industries would look to harness the console's power. So it's no surprise that they developed a new game engine called Slipspace that will offer new and unique features for the title. We'll get into more details below, but it looks like Slipspace will allow 343 Industries to amend Halo Infinite after launch. This news comes straight from a January 30 dev diary called We Are 343 Industries. Despite 2019's departures from top developers, it looks 343 Industries is chugging along on Halo Infinite's production. The team may have lost creative director Tim Longo on August 19, 2019, and lead producer on the campaign Mary Olson a few months later, but it doesn't seem like that's hindering the forward motion of the highly anticipated title. The Coalition's Rod Ferguson told Games Radar that Halo has it covered as the launch title for Scarlet when discussing the idea that Gears 5 could have been delayed for next gen. Seems like just about everyone in the industry is banking on Halo Infinite releasing in tandem with the newest Xbox. We know that the series is considered a spiritual reboot for the franchise, which is why Master Chief is returning. This will delight fans of earlier Halo games who have voiced some aggressive opinions about the franchise's shift away from the Chief formula. We also know that along with the unmistakable voice of Master Chief, there's a new voice actor joining the mix, Gyoza the Pug. So, guys, what I will say is this, is they got away from Master Chief and Halo 5 Guardians. I know why there was frustration there. I thought it was actually a decent game, and I thought the multiplayer was just, I actually really enjoyed it. I think what a lot of people want to go back to the classic Halo where there wasn't any sprinting and it was mainly about Master Chief. I get that, but I really think that having sprint, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like Call of Duty. It doesn't feel like some of these other games. It still feels like Halo when they're sprinting. It just does. But it just doesn't feel realistic to the Halo universe if you can't sprint. That's why I would get so frustrated when playing the older games. What I will say is this, is that Master Chief is obviously the main focus of the Halo franchise. So you really got to stick around him, and they kind of got away from him. And I think now coming back with Halo Infinite, I'm very excited to see kind of what ends up happening here as far as, you know, us taking the helm of Master Chief again. I think that you almost can't go wrong with that. Now, we did say that a lot of people didn't like Halo 4. I had mixed feelings about it as well. But that being said, this could really be a soft reboot. And I will say this as well. 343, obviously, now they have one game under the belt. Now they're moving into Halo Infinite after Halo 5 Guardians. I think now they're kind of getting a rhythm down. And so now, moving into Halo Infinite, I think they're going to knock this one out of the park. Similar to the Coalition, Ultimate Edition was okay for Gears of War. Then they moved into Gears of War 4, which was pretty good. It was like a really good step in the right direction. And I thought Gears 5 was a really good step in the right direction. And so now they're kind of rolling. So I think the same thing can be said for 343 Industries. So Microsoft has confirmed that not only is Halo Infinite an Xbox Series X launch title, but that both it and the console will be out holiday of 2020. It's clearer than ever that the game is a showcase for the next-gen Slipspace engine, which is probably why we're not seeing any actual gameplay just yet. You don't show off the future until you're absolutely ready. As GamesRadar previously reported, Halo Infinite's engineering director David Berger says that the new Slipspace game engine was designed to allow the team to implement and introduce new ideas and gameplay features that were impossibilities during the game's early development. You have to make tools that allow you to make new features that maybe weren't thought about. You got to give the content creators room to ideate. Outside of that, multiplayer director Tom French adds that designers are more empowered themselves to actually tackle a problem and prototype something quicker and faster than we've ever been able to before. Franchise director Frank O'Connor speaks to what the new engine means for the Halo franchise, saying that 343 Industries had to create an engine that was more powerful for next generation development, but also more nimble so the creatives and engineers are able to work more easily and iterate faster. So this is really exciting, guys. A new engine, obviously, that can always present its own issues, and I'm sure Halo Infinite's going to have its issues, but this is all really good news, right? I think that overall, we're going to have, it should be pretty, I think we're going to be in a really good place. There's a voice actor even more important than Steve Downes, the voice of Master Chief, and his name is Gyoza. Gyoza is a pug who spent some time in 343 Industries' studio recording snarls and sniffles and grunts. Halo's official Instagram account even posted about him, writing, "Meet our favorite pug, Gyoza, the best friend of our studio's technical art director. His grunts, breeze, and excitement are sure to make for some interesting sounds in Halo Infinite." While we initially reported that it was unclear what alien Gyoza could be voicing and suggested it may be a new species, after several consecutive listens, it certainly sounds like Gyoza could be portraying the Flood. The Flood are a species of incredibly virulent parasitic organisms that consume life forms in order to grow and reproduce. Those Gyoza noises suddenly sound a lot less cute. The Flood, guys. The Flood is going to be, if this is true, and if the Flood is coming back, they're already like hitting the nail on the head as far as the things that we as a community want. Number one, we want Master Chief. We want the story to be centered around Master Chief. We don't want it to be focused around someone else and then this, try to say that it's going to be this big fight between Master Chief and other Spartans. And we all know that Master Chief is the ultimate Spartan, so he really wouldn't get beat, right? And ultimately, I think playing as Master Chief, having, kind of going back to those roots, so to speak, except for having Sprint, of course, and also having the Flood and such. Oh, guys, let's go. Sign me up. According to an interview with IGN, 343 Industries head Bonnie Ross has confirmed that Halo Infinite is going to be a spiritual reboot for the entire Halo franchise. That's a seriously big statement. We're kind of calling it a spiritual reboot, said Ross. That's kind of how we talk about it. She added that the team has had great learning moments with Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Halo 4's multiplayer, and the Rec Packs free maps in Halo 5's multiplayer. There has been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we have done as 343, said Ross. Where we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? What does Halo mean to all of us? The Halo Infinite reveal trailer we did is what Halo means to the studio. Maybe it took us 2 games to get there, and I think we've done good things and bad things. But what does Halo mean to us? It is about hope and wonder and heroism and humanity and community and bringing a community together. That's what trailer is. That's what that trailer is, and that's what we want to do. Hearing all these things are great, all fine and dandy. However, I hope this means that there's sprint in this game. Like, I hope that this doesn't mean that it's just, moving around very stationary. I just don't think that we should go back in that way. A spiritual reboot's great, but please have sprint, guys. I mean, am I the only one who wants sprint to come back? Obviously, guys, the Halo Infinite story will focus on Master Chief. There is absolutely no debate about that. The Halo Infinite box art might tease some story and gameplay elements. Sure, there might be a little, like some hints here and there. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Halo Infinite will have microtransactions. A job listing posted this summer for a live design lead at Microsoft shows the company is looking to hire someone who will come up with ways to keep fans engaged with Halo Infinite for an extended period of time after its release. The description asks for someone who can work on social media engagement and in-game progression, and also includes this line: design and deliver a AAA player investment experience that focuses on our fans and their desire to express their passion for our franchise, including but not limited to microtransactions. However, Halo Community Director Brian Jarrett has previously answered fans' worries by saying not to worry over a job description, and that it doesn't mean it'll result in something bad, but that was over a year ago. So I'll say this again, guys. I've always said this about microtransactions because it was never something that really bothered me, because I just never really bought into the microtransactions. However, microtransactions, in my opinion, are they're fine as long as they're not deceptive practices to the consumer, and that it doesn't give you some kind of competitive advantage over your opponents. And it doesn't, obviously we want the game to be grindy, but I don't want someone to be able to pay to get to the top ranks and stuff. Like, I want them to be able to pay for just purely cosmetic things within the game. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. If that means like free DLC, if that means that we're going to get more Halo because, the money, a lot of that money those microtransactions are going towards the game. They're going towards the studio to continue bringing out content to help out the esports side of things. That money should be going towards the esports side. It should be going towards future DLC that is free. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with microtransactions overall, as long as those things, as I said, don't happen. So, Halo Infinite Battle Royale won't be a thing at launch, but you might be able to make your own. This is interesting. Despite rumors of a Halo Infinite Battle Royale mode floating around the internet, 343 Industries' own Frank O'Connor has said that there are no plans for the game to launch with a Battle Royale mode. However, he has suggested that players are more than welcome to create their own version of Halo, plus Fortnite in the franchise's Forge mode. We will not talk about the launch content of Halo Infinite until we're ready. I haven't watched the video, so if I am misinterpreting the headline as Halo Infinite is launching with as a Halo Battle Royale mode, that is still not the case. O'Connor said in response to a Brad Sams video posted in a Recetera thread. You can probably make your own Battle Royale mode in Forge even right now, though. The launch modes for multiplayer are not 100% defined and are subject to change till quite late in the process, but Battle Rifle will still be there, O'Connor said. But are we interested in big social modes with loads of organic shenanigans? Yes. Specifically, a blimp full of survivors heading to an island after a metaphorical lecture from Beat Takashi? No. So, a Battle Royale, I think, would be really cool, guys. I'm not going to lie. Especially with Forge mode. Imagine if you could, that would be incredible. I think Forge mode, that coming back would be unbelievable. Like, creating your own Battle Royale. Imagine that, like your own servers and stuff. I can see so much content, so much stuff coming out from that. Overall, guys, this is all good stuff. This is all really good stuff. But we got to see it to believe it, because we were really excited about, like Halo 5, and we were excited about some of, these games. And I really haven't been that excited about Halo since Halo 3 when that came out. So I'm really hoping that this is a game which I'm starting to get a little bit excited about. I really am. I'm starting to, that hype is starting to come. And I'm sure a lot of you are getting excited as well. What do you guys think about all this? Because this is pretty much everything that we know overall about the game at this point. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's have a real conversation about Halo Infinite.